Hey everybody, HomeSliceHenry here, and we've got some really fun spice for you guys in today's video. In the second half of Season 6 of Go Battle League, Niantic did give quite a few new moves to Pokemon. One Pokemon that has been largely overshadowed by the rest has been Porygon2, which got access to Tri-Attack. Tri-Attack paired with Lock-On is incredibly spammy, while Zap Cannon gives Porygon2 an incredibly powerful nuke move. And so let's hop in and see how the newly buffed Porygon2 does in the Great League. And for these sets, I did pair Porygon2 in the lead with a Purified Sableye Safe Swap and an Air Slash Tropius as the closer. Alright, let's hop into these battles. Alright, leading into the first battle, leading Porygon into Melmetal. In this situation, we are going to want to go for the Zap Cannon, and a lot of people don't know what Porygon2 has, so let's see if we can get this to land. Oh my goodness, and we swap into Sableye to catch the superpower. Good grief, that did so much damage. That almost one-shot. They bring out Altaria, and we are going to be going for the Foul Play. We're going for the Foul Play just because we may be able to get to 2. We do get a shield, and they actually do decide to throw. We are going to let this go and take our shield advantage with Porygon. Unfortunately, Dragon Breath is chunking quite a bit, and Porygon2, while being less frail than Porygon Z, is still pretty frail, so we are going to want to commit a shield. And we're going to be going straight Tri-Attack in this matchup to see if we can land the debuff. Unfortunately, no debuff there. They aggressively swap in with Melmetal, so a really nice play. They're able to get my shield with Superpower, and I'm over farming, and I'm able to catch the Superpower onto my Tropius. So we were able to return the favor of swapping there, and they are waiting out their switch clock and coming in with Altaria, and unfortunately they're able to get to a move. This is really not good. This is going to be doing a ton of super effective damage, and we're in a bit of a tough spot here. We are down shields, and they can confidently let this Altaria go, and what's in the back? Ah, that is unfortunate. And they already know we have Zap Cannon, so they're just going to let this go, and they know that we can't possibly get to enough moves on Porygon to beat them. We are going to be able to get the shield here, but we need more than a Tri-Attack to take it out, and they're able to get to a charge move. So unfortunately, even though we were able to play that really well with catching charge moves, weren't quite able to take the game, unfortunately. So a good game to my opponent. We were able to make it close, and holy crap, that Zap Cannon almost one-shot Melmetal there. Hopping into the next match, picking up an Umbreon lead, and this lead is pretty solid because Umbreon is more defense-oriented, so we don't have to worry about their attacks too much, and if we can get a couple debuffs off, we'll be in a really good spot. And we get the debuff. As you can see, it's -1 to defense and attack, so these debuffs can really flip a matchup. We are going to shield the first move just in case we can get another debuff off, because if we can get a couple debuffs on, then Porygon2 is going to be in control of this match. They actually swap out to reset their debuffs. They come in with Azumarill. We're going to counter with our Tropius. We are running Air Slash, so we are getting to these Leaf Blades pretty quickly, and we are going to be outpacing the Azumarill. This should be, let's see, oh, they have the Play Rough. Okay, I was about to say, they had overfarmed a bit there, so they don't have Ice Beam, so that is super helpful for us. We would have survived an Ice Beam, but we have way more health this way, and we're able to keep switch advantage. They come back in with Umbreon, more than likely looking to dump a bunch of energy into something that isn't Porygon. We're able to go for the Leaf Blade. My guess is they're probably going to let this go and let whatever's in the back win with 2 shields. Ah, that makes sense. And they come in with the Whimsicott. And we are going to be going in with Porygon, and our goal is to try and get shields and hopefully get a debuff off, because these fast moves are really, really chunking. And we're able to get the second one off. They let it go, and yeah, as you can see, saving shields for a Charmer is usually a really nice play, but in this particular situation, we were still able to get the win. Hopping into the next match here, and of course leading Porygon into a Bastodon. So this is more than likely going to be the dreaded Grasshole team, and you might think, hey, Bastodon's really tanky, so probably can't hurt it too bad. How about half its health gone in one move? Zap Cannon is crazy. And now we just shield up, and we're going to build up to Zap Cannons, but bait with Tri-Attack. Because they know that this will kill them if it's a Zap Cannon, so they have a lot of incentive to shield, and if we can get some debuffs, we should be in an okay spot. Another charge move coming through, we are going to want to shield this up, and especially if they have 2 grass types in the back, then we should be in a good position for a Tropius to sweep endgame. Able to get another Tri-Attack off, gets the shield, and we're going for yet another Tri-Attack since we would not get to the Zap Cannon before we died. So that'll do some extra chip damage. And we come in with the Sableye, they come in with their Tropius. Shields are down, so we are going to be going straight for the return, and that does a ton of damage. And they actually do decide to throw, so this works out well for us. Now they're energy dry, and now our Tropius should be able to come in and farm all the way down since we are running Air Slash. And since they're running Rage Leaf, they can't get to a move. And we are going to be throwing right away just to neutralize the Stunfisk, and with this being the Unova Stunfisk, it's taking super effective damage and only dealing neutral damage. So we can confidently build up to 2 charge moves here. We can tank this, we're not stressed about it. And then the first move is going to be taking out the Stunfisk, and the second move is going to be taking out that Bastodon. So first move coming through, takes it out. Bastodon comes in and takes a Leaf Blade to the face, and we are able to take the win. So a slightly different variation from Grasshold. They didn't have Shadow Vic in the back, but still able to get the win. Alright, hopping into the next match here, putting Porygon into Galvantula. Now this is a tough matchup, I will be honest. This matchup is very debuff dependent. If we can get an early debuff, then we can flip this matchup, but if not, then we're going to be in trouble. Because they can go straight lunge and just debuff us, but if we're able to debuff them in return, then we should be in a good spot. And we get the debuff, that is absolutely massive. Able to get another one off. Let's see if we can go 2 for 2 on those debuffs. We get the debuff again, and now even though they're debuffing our attack, this next Tri-Attack will more than likely kill them. So we'll be in a good spot here. Tri-Attack coming through, as you can see we are outpacing them, and that takes out the Galvantula, which is awesome. They come out with Hypno, we safe swap into our Sableye, and they come out with Azumarill. And part of the reason why I did end up safe swapping there was to reset the debuffs on Porygon. So normally I wouldn't do that, but since I was debuffed, I really didn't want to be farmed down by the Hypno. And they're going to play rough us, and we're going to come in with the Tropius. Charge move coming through. If it's an Ice Beam, we can survive it. It would just hurt quite a bit. Again, it's a play rough Hydro Pump. You absolutely love to see it. So we can farm all the way down. We have a ton of loaded energy. We're going to aggressively swap into Porygon, which is definitely a mistake, but I just wanted to feature Porygon here. We're able to get the Tri-Attack off. No debuff. Unfortunately, they are going to get to a charge move. So if they had Ice Punch here, I would have thrown, but they only had Fire Punch, so we're able to survive it and take them out. So in my haste to try and show Porygon, I almost threw the match, but we are able to get to back, and we are going to be set. So very well played to my opponent there. Porygon takes the day. And we're hopping into the next match here, leading Porygon2 into, what is this dinosaur Pokemon? I've never seen it before. Leading into Bastodon again. Oh, this team is so common. And this is after the nerfs, so this team is still around. Bastodon everywhere. And of course we are going to land the Zap Cannon and do what we did last time. We barely lose in the 2 shield, but we should be in an okay spot. As you can see, we don't even build up all the way there because they don't know the counts on Porygon. We can still get a shield. My goal was to try and get a debuff, and they actually switch out into Deoxys, and we're going to counter with Sableye. Sableye is an amazing counter to Deoxys, as we're doing super effective damage, and they really can't do a lot. I overfarmed quite a bit on Sableye, and I'm going for the move that should be taking out Deoxys, and it does. Perfect. Bastodon comes back out, and they're going to throw. We're actually going to end up shielding this up just because we have a lot of energy and we can apply a lot of pressure onto this Bastodon. Yep, we are able to get it low, and then we can just Shadow Claw down. Let's see what they do have in back. They have a Meganium. We're able to get to the return on very low health to see if we can punish them for not shielding. They do shield, but we have an Air/Tropius, and there's, although we actually go into Porygon just to BM them a bit, hit him with the Tri-Attack, get the debuff, just to add insult to injury, and then hop into our Tropius. So apologies to that, man. I was really just trying to showcase the Porygon2. And hopping into the next match here, again, there's this really unfamiliar Pokemon. I've never seen it before. It's very confusing to me. Yeah, we saw a lot of Bastodons and then a lot of Stunfisks. I was able to beat a decent amount of the Bastodons, but Stunfisks absolutely destroyed this team. So that was a learning experience for sure. As you can see, we do land the Zap Cannon. Now we can go for our bait move in Tri-Attack and pick up some shields. Look at the shield. Again, no debuff, which is super unfortunate because those debuffs can really flip matches, because if we get an early debuff, then we aren't farmed down. Here we are again going for the bait because we know they are going to be committing that second shield. And we're able to get to the last second Tri-Attack. This is resisted, so it's not going to take them out, but it's going to get them really, really low. And they aggressively swap in their Shadow Vic. And I'm like, I can farm this all the way down. Only way I lose is if they have Sludge Bomb. And no one runs Sludge Bomb, right? Right? And I lose. All I had to do was throw. This was the easiest game on planet Earth. Oh no. I'm able to farm down. Oh, I'm so frustrated. All I had to do was throw. They had a Razor Leaf Tropius in back. That game was gift wrapped to me, and I messed it up, unfortunately. Yeah, and so those were the highlights of my best battles with Porygon2 with Tri-Attack. And I would say it's a really fun Pokemon to use. It's definitely not meta relevant, so there are a lot better options than it, but I had quite a bit of fun playing with it and landing some Zap Cannons. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. If you're new and you enjoy this kind of content, definitely feel free to hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys in the next video.